Hello everyone, welcome back to another game of TimeGuessr with History Hobo. This is our third day of playing daily challenges and we've been slowly improving. I think in yesterday's game I scored just shy of 44,000 points and I think we might be able to improve on that today with a bit of luck. Let's get into the game. Okay, here we go. Daily challenge. Oh, some woman planking. When was this a thing? We're in what looks like an Irish pub. If it's in Ireland or not, I'm not entirely sure. Planking was a thing around mid-2015, maybe? Maybe a bit earlier. Right, let's see where we could be. Leek and potato. House chowder. Chowder's more of an American thing than Irish. What money are we using? Oh no, we're using euros, so we definitely could be in Ireland. Let's see. Fresh Irish mussels. I don't know if you could get Irish mussels outside of Ireland, so we might be on for an island here. Let's see. Quarterfinals. We've got the rugby on. Again, that makes me think it's Ireland. Can't see who's playing though, unfortunately. Just hoping this isn't like a Irish bar somewhere else in Europe that just happens to have a lot of English on it, but don't think it is. What beers have they got on tap here? Budweiser, it looks like some kind of Guinness. There is Guinness here, and it's been left to settle properly, so suggests they know what they're doing. We also have Foster's here though, so I think you would get Foster's in Ireland. Trying to think. Also, they got, is it Gaffney's? Is that the name of the pub, or is that? I don't know. Summit Inn is the name of the pub. So I think we're probably safest betting on Dublin here. Could be anywhere in Ireland though. That. I'm not going to find it. There's no chance I'll be able to find this pub. Not with the number of pubs there are in Ireland and the UK. Was planking 2015. I'm trying to remember, but it was such an annoying trend I kind of paid it no attention. I think 2015 is a fairly safe guess. It was 2012. Location's pretty decent. We were out here. I'm not even sure where this is. Oh, the summit. That would make sense. I've never even noticed this little bit of land out here. Didn't know there was anyone living out there anyway. Well, I used to live in Ireland, but unfortunately I wasn't in Dublin. I used to live over in this little town over here in the Connemara National Park. It's a beautiful place, but very isolated. Okay, next round. We have some people climbing on a bus. A lot of people climbing on a bus. The year almost looks 60s-ish. Do we see flared trousers? Oh, slightly flared trousers here. Might maybe think 70s. Maybe early 70s. Now, where could this be? Can't see the number plates. What language have we got here? It's very difficult to read because of the angle. It's going to be a difficult one. Don't think it's English though. Really can't read that. Hado. Seems almost French, possibly. Oh. Is that the Portuguese flag? Kind of looks like it, that crest in the middle. So this is Portugal, that's lucky. These trousers definitely flared. It's even showing a bit of tum here. See, it might even make me move it to 69. Not sure on the car. Don't know what brand that is. But yeah, I think I'm going to have to go Portugal based on that flag. Can't really get anything from the text. It's such low quality picture. I apologise, my dog's barking there. I might have to mute the audio. Let's see. Someone's just put something through the letterbox and he does not like that. So we're going to go Lisbon, maybe Porto. We'll go Lisbon as it's more central than Porto. Is this a tram? It might actually be a tram, not a bus. You can see a lot of cabling ahead over the top. Or is it one of those buses that uses a power cable? But it looks like a tram line. So let's have a quick look and see if we can see any kind of tram lines in Lisbon. Let's see. That could be, or is that a train line? It doesn't look like there's enough. No, it's definitely possible to be a tram line. Would have to be on a road with a tram line then. Although, see here, I don't know if they're footpaths or tram lines. It's not clearly marked here. I think we would be in this area if anything. Well, it's just going to be a shot in the dark here. I think we'll pop it in the middle here, just try and get close on. Is this 60s or 70s? Seems quite 60s-ish. These turtlenecks, very Beatles-esque. A lot of flared trousers, which is, I always associate more with the 70s, but it's on that late 60s, early 70s mark, so we might go flat 1970. Well, let's go with that. 74. And I was right, it was Lisbon. Protesters at the streets of Lisbon during the Carnation Revolution, a military coup by military officers that overthrew the authoritarian Estado Novo government. I wasn't aware of that revolution. It does sound a little familiar, the Carnation Revolution, but I wouldn't have been able to tell you it was in Portugal. Let's see, okay, next round. Well, this looks like World War II, 100% World War II. And we have some bombers here. That almost looks like it's Dover, the White Cliffs of Dover. These farmland definitely could be England. I think maybe these bombers, are they British? I'm not so good on the insignia. It's either American or British with that star. I wouldn't associate that with the Nazis. So maybe they're flying out from the UK to go over France or Germany. Just gonna have a quick look and see if that coast, the most logical place would be along here somewhere where Dover is. Although I don't see a town big enough to be Dover. Yeah, it's going to be a tricky one. Something's been blown up here, so would there be a military base there or just a lookout post or something? Maybe it's more this area, something around here. Technically, if it's like between Dover and Folkestone, it could be further around, like here somewhere. But I really only associate those cliffs with the Dover area. So I think we'll leave it in that place there. Could be completely wrong and it could be somewhere in France or I'm not sure. The year, well, we've got to be somewhere during World War II. So, when was the Battle of Britain? I'm terrible at war dates. I think 42 is a solid guess for around this time. Might be a little earlier. We'll go with that. Oh, it's 44. Oh, and it was bombers over Normandy. Yeah, that makes sense. I did not know they had these kind of cliffs here too, but as it's not far from Dover, it's not that much of a surprise, is it? Still not a terrible score. Let's see. Jardin Zoologique. It's a zoo. Some guys playing a guitar, and it's not a mandolin, is it? I'm not entirely sure what that instrument is. Is this French? Caraclier d'Anredocourt. I'm not sure if that says what that says, but it almost looks like Paris, but not quite. I can't remember from my secondary school French what zoo is in French, but zoologique could be. And jardin, this is garden in French, I believe. Can't see if that says F4, so 4 francs, which would make sense for the age of the picture. This is going to be a very difficult one to judge the year on, I can tell. Yeah, I think we might have to go for a zoo in Paris. A restaurant. I think that's probably our soundest bet here. So we're going to go into Paris now. I have no idea where any zoos are in Paris. Let's see. I've been to Paris as a child, but didn't go to a zoo, that's for sure. It looks like it's central in around big buildings. Well, Paris is a massive city, so that doesn't really help. This might take a little bit of time. I'm going to search for a while. See, it's jardin. It is garden in French. So I think I am in France for sure. Yeah, I'm going to search around for a while. If I need to, I might speed up the video, because this could take me a while searching around Paris. No, don't think I'm going to find it. This game would be so much easier if you could Google things. I think it's probably the only way you're ever going to get a perfect score, though. Unless you're extremely lucky with the locations. Right. The zoo's got to be fairly large. The thing is, this zoo may no longer be there. I didn't even think about that. So we'll plump it fairly central, just because it's hedging our bets in terms of points. Now the year, I didn't even think about that. This looks pre-World War II, just based off the fashion. I associate these hats with the 20s and 30s maybe that these women are wearing. Could be completely wrong. This is where I always struggle on fashion in this time. And you lose big points if you get the year off. I'm going to stick it at 35 for now. And any other clues? Not that's readable. Could be older. I don't see any cars. That's usually what I use to help me date older pictures. or with the lack of cars, yes, but this picture doesn't help me either way. See a bike, but it's not really helping. It can't be super old, like 1900, because of the way these men are dressed. I wouldn't have thought they would wear something like that then. Most men are wearing hats, but we'll guess that. See, this, it could be even more deceptive just because of the low quality of the picture. It could be after World War II, but I find it difficult to guess that. That was 29. Oh, it was Brussels or Belgium, was it? Yes, it was Belgium, hence the French. And it's Antwerp Zoo. That one, I did not expect that. That is a kick in the nuts. Yeah, I thought they spoke more Flemish around here, but maybe that is Flemish. Okay, you live and learn. I didn't expect that, but I don't know what currency France used, but I'm sure it was an F for francs. Maybe they do have a Belgian franc back then. Might be worth looking up. 6 years off on the year. Not terrible for this kind of photo. Okay, this is these ladies with the stretched necks, which I think is a thing from Myanmar or Burma, whichever you want to call it. I believe it is, so I wouldn't think this could be anywhere else. It's obviously a English American girl or Western girl visiting. There, this is insane. If you took them off, their neck would just collapse. Oh, it makes me feel weird, that kind of picture. It's like earliest body modifications imaginable. So we're gonna have to go Burma or Myanmar. Where's the most common place to go there? Mandalay or Yangon? It's going to be one of those two, I would assume. I don't think many tourists go to other places outside of those cities. And with the almost civil war going on there at the moment, I wouldn't think many people are going at all, but Yangon is the capital, isn't it? Or have they changed it? They keep changing things there. Mandalay is a bigger city, I believe. It's more famous. See if we can see any markets in Mandalay. I think we'll stick with that. Jade Market. Could be worth a guess. Yeah, there's no point in searching. I don't see any clue as to what part of Burma it would be in. For the year, I really can only go off the quality of the image. And it looks fairly modern, to be honest. I would say 2022. I can't remember when the troubles started there, although they've never seemed to be without troubles there, so I'll say 2022. And it was Rangoon. Oh, it was with the Karen people, so it wasn't even Rangoon. She's gone. What is that? A Russian girl being adorned in traditional garb in the Karen people. It's northern Thailand, that's why it's not. That's not northern Thailand. The Karen people of northern Thailand, but they're in. I'm sure the Karen people are from Burma. That's an odd one, but lost a few points on location. The year wasn't terrible, it was actually this year. Okay, and we beat yesterday's score just barely by about 100 points. So there is some improvement there. That Antwerp one killed me. Also, the D-Day landing ones, I should have thought it's more likely that they'd be bombing on that side rather than on the English side. And that the Cliffs of Dover would have had more buildings by them. But you live and learn. Overall, though, not too terrible a game. We'll see if we can improve on that tomorrow. Bye.